nonprofit leaders, how do you ensure that your team not only adapts, but also embraces and leads the transformation journey? Rise and shine, leaders. This is Glen Guyton, keynote speaker and workplace trainer. It's time for our executive coffee break. I've got my beverage in hand. I hope you have yours too. They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose your workplace culture and you can choose your beverage. I'm drinking good old homemade coffee this morning. Hey, leadership matters, so you might as well get good at it. And today, I want to talk to my nonprofit leaders. And anybody can join in today, but I do want to talk to my nonprofit leaders in particular. I know a little bit about the things that you're going through, the struggles that you have, and often when profits aren't involved, it's hard for you to bring about change, right? Most of you that are leading nonprofits are doing some type of moral mission, some type of service that's rooted in humanitarian needs, and maybe not. Maybe there's some other aspects of it, but many leading nonprofits, you struggle with how do you bring about change in this type of organization? How do you transform the organization? How do you get it on the right foot? And so I'm going to give you 25 tips, not all at once. I'm going to give you 5 today, but I want to give you 5 tips to help you with organizational transformation. Things are changing, and if you are a nonprofit executive or a nonprofit, maybe board chair, I want you to tune in to all 5 episodes because I want you to get this. The work that you do is so important. When money is involved, sometimes it's easy to bring about change. You're not making the money, you're not making the cut. Boom, you're done. We're going to get rid of you. The stakeholders, the stockholders, all those investors say, hey, we want a return on investment. And so if you're not performing as a for-profit corporation organization, it's easy to get you out of there. But sometimes with our nonprofits, it's a little bit harder to bring about transformation. But you know what? Your stakeholders want a return on investment also. Even if you are a nonprofit leader, return on investment is important. People are giving you money for a certain thing. Even if you are a association, a nonprofit association with members, those members are dependent on you to give them some type of bang for their buck. So 5 things today, 25 overall. Tune in. Let's talk about it. First of all, when you want to transform. So number 1, when you are thinking about transformation, something needs to change in your organization. You realize that you're stale, you're stagnant, you're not getting it done. The organization has been languishing. Donations are down. Your members are unhappy. You want to transform. So the first thing you need to do is align the transformation with your mission. Your nonprofit's core mission and values are its heartbeat. Any change, big or small, must enhance your ability to serve your community effectively. It's not just about a change, but it's about meaningful transformation that resonates with your core principles. And I've seen some nonprofit organizations grasping at straws. We're going to change. We're struggling. We're going to do something. And you do something that's totally unrelated to your original mission. Is that okay? Maybe, maybe not. I would say normally you really need to question something if you're moving away from your core identity, because then at that point, you're just trying to survive. You're just trying to get a paycheck. No organization has the right to exist. You hear me? No organization, I don't care how great of a mission you had at the beginning, if you're not fulfilling your core mission, you don't have a right to exist. And sometimes you need to shut the doors. Now, I have known nonprofit leaders that want to shut the doors because they were just incompetent and they couldn't effectively pivot the organization. And I've also known organizations that were created for one purpose. Maybe you were a nonprofit reading association and then you say, hey, we're very profitable in making mangoes. Let's start making mangoes. No, you probably need to shut your doors. No one needs to read an organization to shift to a mango organization. That's just an extreme example, but I have seen organizations really struggling for their identity. If you don't know who you are, you don't have a core foundation, it's no need of trying to go to something else. You're just going to make a mess in another area. So make sure that the transformation, the change that you're seeking aligns with your core mission, your core values. Number 2, embrace transparency. Keep everyone in the loop when you're getting ready to change. And I can never say this enough. Feedback loops are important. Be it your employees, volunteers, donors, beneficiaries, your board. Keep everyone involved and foster a culture of trust. When people understand the why behind changes, they're more likely to get on board the ship, and it'll sail smoothly through your transformation journey. You like that? Get on board the transformation ship and it'll sail smoothly. Number 3, engage your stakeholders. This is really important because you were created for a significant purpose as a nonprofit. Engage your stakeholders. Engaging stakeholders is crucial. It's like gathering all of the pieces of a puzzle. Every stakeholder offers a unique perspective that can contribute to a comprehensive and holistic transformation plan. So when people feel heard, they commit to the shared vision more profoundly. And sometimes communication is just letting people know. Now, everybody's opinion, it's not just about getting opinions, because everyone's opinion is not as valuable if it's not an informed opinion. But what you need to do is inform people what's going on, why we're changing, get some feedback, test the temperature as you get ready to shift, especially with your key stakeholders, people that support you financially, people that maybe some founders. Be careful with this one, though. Sometimes we fall into the trap of the good old boy network, right? Some fixture, some old fixture that has been a part of the organization for a long time, that's who has outdated views, whose time has passed. Be careful about engaging that stakeholder. You'll need to engage that stakeholder, but be careful of the power that they may wield. They may not want change. There are times when people are just stuck in the past, and that stakeholder may no longer be a valuable stakeholder. They may be hindering you from picking up new, more valuable stakeholders. So that's just something you have to weigh. I can't get too in depth with that right now, but be mindful of that when engaging stakeholders. Number 4, I believe, cultivate a change-ready culture. Now, cultivating a change-ready culture means this: encourage experimentation and innovation. I love that so much. Create a safe space for failure, as it's a stepping stone to success. A culture that is open to change is agile, resilient, and ready for the future. And we need to be looking toward the future as leaders. You need to spend a significant amount of your time as a nonprofit leader visioning for the future, envisioning the future. Don't just get stuck here in the present. Definitely don't get stuck in the past. We do need to kind of turn around and look to see what's going on from time to time. There's a African proverb about the Sankofa bird. You can read that on your own. But being future ready means we're aware of the things that are going on in the past. We're dealing with the present, but we are setting the tone for the future. People are experimenting, trying new things. They're increasing their knowledge. You as the leader have to set that tone. It is your responsibility to set that tone in the organization. You are the leader. You are the driver. You are the visionary. So it's important that you create a culture of change that allows for change to happen, and people know, hey, we can try something different. Okay. And number 5, prioritize employee wellness. Take care of your people. Take care of your people. We cannot overlook employee wellness. Change can be stressful. Yes, it can be. And acknowledging this is the first step toward fostering resilience. And I don't know what type of leader you are, but just make sure you provide support, resources, and sometimes just a listening ear. Remember, a supported employee is an empowered agent of change. And I have a funny thing with some of my teams where I tell them, hey, sometimes you just have to ignore what I say. And this is what I mean. I have a ton of ideas always going through my head. And so my employees have permission to ignore me if I'm not really clear about something new or something that I want to change. I may have 500 ideas in a day, and my employees know, hey, it's not time to move yet. Glenn is just talking. Glenn is just processing, thinking through things. And so I've given my team permission to, ask me questions, to ignore me until I'm really clear about the change that I want to happen. You know what it does? It reduces their stress. And it allows me just to talk and brainstorm and dream. But it also keeps us from just going off into these tangents. And so it also makes me a better leader, because I know that if I really want change to happen, I have to be really clear about the change. And so the things I'm sharing with you, the things that I've had to do as a nonprofit leader in that sector, is being really, really, really clear about why I'm changing. Making sure that this change is connected to who we are, our core vision. Is this who we are? Is this what we do? Is this what we're known for? Or is this idea taking us off into a different direction? So having that good relationship with your employees makes you a better leader, and also helps change to happen in very efficient and effective ways. So your challenge, I always like to challenge you all, if you are tuning into this, your challenge: identify one area in your organization that urgently needs alignment with your mission. You hear me? I'm helping you cut out the fat. I'm helping you trim your budget right now. If you listen to this and do this, it's something that you're doing that you have no business doing. So identify that one area in your organization that urgently needs alignment with your mission. Start the conversation around it. Use transparency, engagement, and that attitude of readiness to drive this change. You may need to stop doing something. And don't forget to prioritize the wellness of your team throughout this journey, especially if you're going to be moving people around or letting people go. But get into your organization. Look around. There's something you need to stop doing, something that you're doing that you have no business doing, that's taking you in the wrong direction. You might need to fix that today. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today, but let's not forget the strength and perseverance that it takes to lead with empathy and inclusivity. Better leaders get better results. So to every one of you leading the charge for a more supportive and engaging workplace, I leave you with this: stay bold, stay inspired, and remember, your actions today shape the culture of tomorrow. My name is Glen Guyton, and you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.